Oh, another day. Another dollar. Let's get this shit going. Yeah. How did I do that? How did I screw that up? Well, what happened? No, I don't want the green screen. Why did I go that way? Hello, guys. How are you? How do you guys do on your parlays? Did you guys win? Did you lose? What did you do? I think that the Kansas City one was close. I gave you Kansas City on the money line, and they lost to Minnesota. But the one Chicago, remember I told you guys I had that feeling about Chicago today? The White Sox put it on. Who did they play? I look at it, but they put it on them. Let's look. Let's look. All right, so, Chicago 10, the Chicago White Sox 10, the Texas Rangers 5. I told you guys that was going to happen. When you can't give, you pretty much got to have all your aces on the mound to pretty much beat the White Sox. If you slack up or you give up any slack in your pitching rotation and you put some guys on the mound that's like about average against the White Sox, you're done. It's not the Chicago White Sox from last year, right? So we've got that one, but I screwed up on the Minnesota, Kansas City. Minnesota won by 1 point. Of course, we got the Yankees right. The Yankees over Colorado. Colorado stinks, right? We still got a couple more to go. And I called the Atlanta-San Diego game. Now, I don't know what sports book you used, but if I can remember clearly, the over for the San Diego Atlanta game was 8.5. So if you took the under in the San Diego and Atlanta game, you won. This is the time where you love the half a points. Any other time, the half a point screws you, right? But this time, this is when you like it. Hello. How are you today? Did you win any money? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. So what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Yeah, we did pretty good. I didn't take the Milwaukee Pittsburgh game. That game sucked to me. Washington and San Francisco. I don't know if I took that one or not. San Francisco, Washington won 3-0. I think that's that game that I shied away from because I pretty much don't like messing around with like San Francisco and Washington because sometimes Washington's record is not as bad as what their record looks. You know what I mean? So they'll probably end up getting it together by the end of the season and turning it around because the Nats have a good team. When you have a good team like that, it's just a matter of time. Um, I didn't take the Tigers today, and right now the Tigers is kicking the crap out of the Indians. When you need them, where do they go? You know? Well, it's whatever. But as long as let's see, that's another game I want to go through. Hold on, one sec. Deal with me, hold on. Anybody keeping up on that P. Diddy crap? I kind of feel sorry for P. Diddy. You know? I kind of feel sorry for P. Diddy. You do? You know? You do? All right, here we go. Hello, Roxy. Yeah, Diddy. Hello, Roxy. Doesn't matter whether you're pitching or catching, you're still playing baseball. All right. Yeah. I don't know. What did you mean by that? I don't understand. What did I say? I said something, and you said no matter what you're pitching or catching. Was it about the White Sox? I think so. I think that's when I said if you put an average guy on the mound, the White Sox is going to get to him. I think that's what the comment was from. All right. So, where are we? All right. All right, here we go. Let's go. So, how did we do? How did we do out there, guys? How did we do? Did we do pretty good? Did we win money? Did we lose money? I think you guys won. I think somebody won some good money. But nevertheless, I took where we go? Yeah, nevertheless, I took some of the teams that I thought would win in the White Sox game that I told you guys to take. I was spot on that. Because a lot of people probably had faded the White Sox, except for me. I wasn't gonna fade them guys because I know this was a game that they could win. The matchups actually favored them. And remember, I told you one of the guys they were going up against had a very high. His ERA was low. So in most cases, the team that has a pitcher that with the lower ERA usually wins or have a better chance at winning. But not today, because I told you the White Sox was looking hot, and they did it. Atlanta, like I said, if you took Atlanta, the under, like I said, then you won because the under was 8.5. So let's go down the list. I know I didn't pick Boston and Baltimore because I hate those two. I hate that game. Toronto and Tampa, I specifically said take Toronto. Tampa 3, Toronto 0. Bottom of the second, Detroit 3, Cleveland 0. Bottom of the second, Los Angeles 2, the Los Angeles Dodgers 2, the New York Mets 0. In the first doubleheader, Boston kicked the crap out of Baltimore 6-5. Minnesota squeaked past KC 5-4, and I'm sorry because I told you guys that Kansas City would win. Hello, somebody's from India, huh? All right, I see that. Oh, wait. Did I see something else? Huh? The hell? Yeah. All right, yeah. So, Arizona at St. Louis. St. Louis won 6-0. And I specifically told you guys I knew that St. Louis would win that game. Was Sonny Gray pitching today? No, it was Libra torn. Excuse me. I remember taking the Cardinals. So yeah, we look okay. Depends on what you did. But there was another game. I suck. I can't. Okay, wait. Atlanta and San Diego was the first one. Yeah, okay. We had two games, like two big games. So we had San Diego at Atlanta. Um, I told you if I just had to pick, I'm picking Atlanta because San Diego is starting to go down the tubes. And I also told you I would take the under. Um, we also said strikeouts. Let's go look at these strikeouts. So I didn't do a nerfy, but I did. And if I had did a nerfy, we would have won. But we've got Atlanta to win. I told some of you that I to take it if that's what you wanted. But we've got the under on this game. The under was 8.5. Let me just double check. No, no. Well, right here it says the over under is 9.5. What I had is 8.5. Either or, you still won because it went under. So we got that one right. Let's look at the pitching stats. Right. I did not. Wait a minute. I thought King was on the mound for San Diego. What am I missing? I have Reynolds, Peralta, Jacob, and Matsui. I remember Grant Holmes because he won, right? But yeah, I guess we must have had a change in pitchers. If that's the case, they voided that out. And must have changed pitchers because I could have swore it was King that was going to be pitching today. All right, we did good on that one. And let's go over to the other big game. I told you to take. Oh, you son of a. You know what? Did I tell you guys? Okay, we didn't go nerfy. That's right. We didn't go nerfy. So I told you Seattle versus Houston. We were definitely taking the under. We got the under. Final score was 2-1, right? Now let's look at the pitchers. Wu and Valdez. And if correct me if I'm wrong, I think I said 4 or either 3 strikeouts each. They close. Let's see. Valdez, 5 strikeouts. Brian Wu, 5 strikeouts. You see what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? I give it to you guys the way I see it and how I feel. And I just didn't see this game for me worrying about who was going to win because it was too close, right? you just take the under, right? If you just take the under and the player prop strikeouts, you got money here. Yep. And of course, I said take the Yankees, and I told you take the Yankees on the run line because they beat the crap out of Colorado. Who was that pitching? Fry. What did I say? 5 strikeouts for this dude. Well, it didn't matter. He got 7, and I was definitely under 7. So if you had the Yankees and Max Fry, that's 7. You good on this game, right? And anytime you see the Yankees out there, just know that I should have went over in this game. But just know when you see the Yankees, this game is always going to go 9 times out of 10 over. Well, not 9 times out of 10, maybe 65% of the time. Piece of crap. Hold on. That's awesome how some guy straightened me out, then he left. I didn't understand what he was saying, but yeah, and so pretty much that's it. I mean, I did good. The only thing that we didn't get on this one was the Kansas City, uh, the Kansas City Minnesota game. So if we're dealing with that, then we did good. We won, right? But if you want to change it because you thought you were better than me, then guess what? All right, hold on for 1 minute. We did pretty good, guys. We did really good. We did really good. Just the Kansas City game, the stupid Kansas City. All right, so let's get going. Somebody's playing tonight in basketball. Who's playing? I don't care. New York lost last night too, didn't they? hmm So now I think the only thing we're just waiting on is the Athletics. The Athletics versus the Phillies. Now, the Athletics, they're a good team. Like, is because I was going to say this matchup is almost like the Yankees versus the Colorado Rockies, right? But it's not like that because the A's is better than the Rockies, right? Okay, but Philadelphia will probably win on the run line because Philadelphia just has a stronger bullpen. The A's is no slouch. They catch you slipping, you're done. And that's it. So that's what we did. So how do you guys do today? Was it? I don't know. All right, let's get at it for tomorrow. Where are you guys located? I'm here in sunny San Diego, California, where all of the prices out here are too damn high. Stupid dog. He must have heard me. All right, Detroit 3, Cleveland 1. While we're talking about Detroit and Cleveland, they're the first ones up tomorrow. Um, no, that's a 2 o'clock start time. 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time start. Hold on. No, that's 2 o'clock. Wait. No, 11:35 Eastern Standard Time. That's weird. Why starting the game at 11:35? That's kind of strange. Whatever, right? Logan Allen tomorrow for the Guardians. 2-2, 3.86 ERA, 34 strikeouts. Kirk Struble for the Tigers, lefty, 4-2, 2.8 ERA, and 79 strikeouts. Hell, give him one more. We'll give him 80. All right, now you know where we're gonna go in this game, right? Well, we'll go to under on this, right? You can also go to under in the first 5 if you want. I'll take the under in the first 5. I'll take the under in the whole game, and then I'll take Kurt Struble. Fucker's awesome. Watch this, guys. Kurt Struble's last 3 games, here's the results. 8 strikeouts, 11 strikeouts, 12 strikeouts. So when it's like that, you want to go online and see whatever sports book you're looking at and take the over-under on Kurt Struble. Now, for me, I would take 6. If you just want to go alternate strikeouts, I will go 6 for Struble, right? Struble's giving up, like, see, 3 runs one game, 5 in another, and 1 game in another run, 1 run against the Rangers. That was last week. The Rangers got us good. He gave up 2 hits against the Rangers. He gave up 7 hits against Boston and 5 against St. Louis. Pretty damn near impressive. So we'll take the Tigers we're taking the Tigers going under. The Tigers in Cleveland. We'll take this game going under. We'll take Turk Struble to throw at least 6 strikeouts. Make sure you check the over-under. I don't think it's out now, but check the over-under. If they give you over 7.5, I would take it, right? If you are chicken shit, like I am sometimes, and you want to go alternate strikeouts, take Kirk Struble 6. And see, you guys go around, you never go that high with strikeouts. I don't. But guys like Struble and who's the other guy? Who's the other jackoff? What's the guy's name? Paul Skeens. You take Paul Skeens and Struble, it's gonna be a high. They have a high strike. Well, they strike out a lot of people in the game. So you'll see me go high sometimes with those guys. I might even go high with Mackenzie Gore. Right? So the Tigers, the under. Turk Struble, 6 strikeouts. Logan Allen, I don't really. I wouldn't even take 1 strikeout for this guy. I mean, he's not bad. He's good, actually. I mean, he's got like 3 strikeouts, 6 and 2. What if? Because the Tigers gonna come out swinging, man. I mean, they might knock this guy out of the game probably after 2 innings. So, I mean, if you want to, you can take 3. If you want to, you can go on the over-under and whatever the under-over, and I'm assuming the under for him will be 4.5. I would take that. But would I bid a 3 or a 4? No. Hell no. Because he's going to get touched up tomorrow, guaranteed. It sucks. All right, where are we? San Francisco Giants versus the Washington Nationals. San Francisco has Robbie Ray on the mound, the big lefty. This guy is 6-0 with a 2.67 ERA and 62 strikeouts. He's going up against Michael Sakura. Sakura is 1-8 I'm sorry. What I said, 1-8. Sakura is 1-2, ERA 5.95, and 23 strikeouts. I'm gonna take uh, I'm gonna take the Giants on the run line, and would I take the? I'll just take the San Francisco Giants on the run line, and we'll just call it a day. Um, Robbie Ray strikeouts, maybe three. Hold on, 3 to 4 strikeouts. You can take them 3 to 4, because the first game, well, the last 3 games, 7 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts, and 5. So, I mean, don't try to get creative with this guy because you can't. I mean, if you want to go for 4, be my guest, but just know that this guy might take a beating tomorrow too. He's got a real high ERA. He's giving up like 5 runs an inning, So yeah, I'm not touching that guy. You can do whatever you want, but I'm not touching him. Take San Francisco on the run line, and we'll be done with that. And then I told you to take the other pitcher, what, 4 strikeouts? Let me get back to it. Hold on. I don't want to quote you just anything. Take four strikeouts for Robbie Ray. Just do 4. That way you don't have to worry about, screwing up and whatever. Okay? Yeah, so I'll take Robbie Ray for San Francisco to throw at least 3 strikeouts. And I'm going to take the San Francisco Giants on the run line against Washington. Yeah, they're going to probably beat the crap out of them. Michael Sakura is usually pretty decent, but his ERA is floating up to 6.0. So, do I suggest you take the Nationals? Hell no. All right, San Francisco run line. And what, 3 strikeouts, 3 to 4 strikeouts for Robbie Ray. Your choice. Me, I'm going to go 3. Why are you going 3, Ron? Because you're just trying to get money, right? You just want to have pizza money, right? Boquisha's coming over tomorrow. She likes pizza. She likes Little Caesars. Let's get it. Let's get this money so we can get her a pizza. All right? Now, a lot of you guys owe your moms a whole lot. So don't be trying to go big thinking you're going to pay your moms off with one of these parlay tickets. Because then you'll mess around and start chasing. Don't do it. All right. So where do we go from here? Baltimore versus Boston. Dean Kramer for the Orioles. He's 3-5 with 3 strikeouts. I'm sorry. He's 3-5, 5.5 ERA with 40 strikeouts. He's going up against Walker Buehler, who's 4-1 for Boston, 4.0 ERA, 33 strikeouts. I'm going to take Boston on the money line, and I'm also going to look at the player props for Buehler. His last was 4, 3, and 9. Don't worry about strikeouts on this game because they're also playing in Fenway Park. That's a hitter's ballpark, so we're okay. We don't need any props on that one. All right. I told you guys Chris Bassett was on the mound today, but he's not. It's tomorrow. So I screwed up. What's my record? I'm pretty good, Erica. I don't really count. If you want, I mean, like about a week ago, I hit for 20 grand, right? I can kind of like pick and choose what I want to do. Sometimes I'll just nickel and dime things, 500 here, 200 there. You know what I mean? I can do it like that. You can also just like switch up, right? And try to do other things like take, because sometimes what I'll do, Erica, is I'll take um like the White Sox, the the Rockies, the lower tier teams, and you can win money like that as well. I've got like an $800 hit because I was just joking around with a parlay, and I said, okay, I'm taking Pittsburgh. I'm taking who did I take? I think it's, let me look. I forgot who that was. And I took Chicago, and I took pretty much all of the low bottom teams. And guess what happened? I hit, right? I hit. So, and that was strictly going on the underdogs. Because let's face it, if you can get a good price for going with the underdogs, it's kind of worth it, right? Because I think it was like five leg ticket, and if you pick most of the winner or most of the favorite guys to win on a 5 game ticket, your return is going to be small. It's not going to be large. So the more point, I mean, the more the how can I say this? When you get a lot of underdogs, the price, and you pick a lot of underdogs, money line as well. You got to do the money line on it sometimes. Now I'm wishing I had took Chicago on the on the money line, because that's more money. You feel me? My record is pretty good. I don't know what it is. I just play. I play, and but am I great? Hell no. Because I was laughing the other day. I pulled up one of my cards, and I had a whole bunch of red on there. That's kind of. Let's see. What did you say? Hold on. Hold on. You've been losing with me. How come? What happened? What did you take today? I mean, what did you take? What did you lose on? Because I don't see how you've been losing, man. I got some things going over here. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Interesting. Yeah, Erica. I'll set you straight, and I can get you some good money in your pocket. So basically, Erica, this is how it goes. I mean, you want to try to get the more underdogs that have a better chance at winning. That's who you want to go after, right? Your money goes up, and you don't have to bet all those legs in a parlay. So Antonio is saying, okay, where we go. I can't lie, be on point. Be on point. First of all, dude, don't talk to me like that. Second of all, what games are we talking about? Yeah, because if you took any of my teams that I told you to take today, you good, baby. What did you take? You saying you can't lie, but okay, here we go. No, I'm saying I can't lie. You be on point. No disrespect. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Got it, got it. Yeah, because if you can't, I mean, if you took anything, the only thing that I lost today was the Kansas City Minnesota game, and that game was a close game. I didn't see that coming at all because I thought Michael Walker was pretty good. But if you took where's this at? God darn it. Yeah, if you took wrong way. All right, here we go. So today, if you took today's the 23rd, right? Yeah. So if you took where's these games? If you took the San Diego Atlanta game, I told you that game was gonna go under. Oh, it was Nick Pivetta. Nick Pivetta didn't start today. So when I told you to take Nick Pivetta, that just voided you just that voided everything out. So you didn't lose, you didn't win. If you took Pivetta, yeah, because he was scheduled to start, but somebody wait a minute. That's yesterday. I'm sorry, guys. Let me move up. All right, 24. All right, where did we go? Where did we go? Where did we go? Okay, so one of the bigger games that I told you to take, I told you to take the Mariners versus the Astros because it was a pitching duel. And I told you to take the under in this game. And I also told you to take Brian Wu and Valdez, 3 strikeouts each, or 4 strikeouts each, either or. They both made a quarter on that. That game went under. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's down. Um, Atlanta versus San Diego. I told you guys that game was going under. It just barely made it under, right? And I told you to take Grant Holmes, but I could have swore they got Sean Reynolds here that started with San Diego, but I could have swore they had King or somebody else on the mound. Whatever, right? But nevertheless, if we did have King, that voids out, right? You don't lose, you don't get any money, but you don't lose any. I told you to take Atlanta on the run line, but I didn't tell anybody to take any. I said if I had to, I'm taking Atlanta on the run line. But I definitely said this game will go under. So that game went under, and there you have it. Um, those were the two biggest games. I took Cincinnati over the Cubs, right? I took the White Sox over the Rangers. Well, of course, the Yankees. I took the. This ain't hard. I took the Yankees. Well, it can be because I didn't take the Yankees on the money line. I took the Yankees on the run line, and I said Max would get about 4 to 5 strikeouts, and Max got about 8 today. Where did I go? No, Max got 7 strikeouts for today. So I'm spot on. The only team that stuck it to me really good was Minnesota versus Kansas City. Yeah, they stuck me real good on that one. Outside of that, man, I was rolling perfect. But and Kansas City only lost by 1. But see, remember, guys, I told you that Minnesota has come on lately. I mean, these guys have been getting hot. So I went against my own beliefs because I know that Minnesota was able to win that one. But I was attracted to Michael Walker for Kansas City on the mound. And I didn't know they were going to touch this guy up like that. So remember, guys, you got a good pitcher on the mound, does not always equal out to a victory, right? So, yeah. Davis. Yeah, I'm going. So Davis, what I'm doing now? Your best 3 picks for tomorrow. Okay, let's do it. My best 3. We'll do it right now. All right, the first pick. Take the Tigers on the run line. No, take the Tigers on the money line. Right? We'll take Tigers money line. We'll take the under in that game. And we're going to take Kirk Struble 6 strikeouts, or if you go to the over-under for the strikeouts and they give you 6.5, hell, if they give you 7.5, take the 7.5 over. But if you don't want to, screw around, take 6+ strikeouts and be done with it. If you chicken shit, go to 5, right? But on this one, I'm usually usually I'm chicken shit, but with Kirk Scruble, I'm gonna take 6 and I'm gonna go to bed and sleep like a baby. I ain't gonna worry. That's a good pick. All right, so let's get going. So we got the hold on. You told me Minnesota. I won with you 4 hours, probably about, and then you came back and says good pick. I don't know, man. I don't know. I need to start writing stuff down. But maybe I did pick Minnesota, but then I came back and I looked at Michael Walker because I didn't like the pitching matchup. I thought the pitching matchup favored Kansas City, but whatever. I don't. I'll start writing them down. Where am I at now? Okay, so we did one. I'm gonna give you Pacers. I'm gonna give you Pacers game over. Mm. Hold on, guys. So we've got my first. You said my best three, top three in the MLB. So we taking the Tigers on the money line. We're gonna go under, and we're gonna go Kirk Scruble over 6.5 strikeouts, or I go as far as to say over 7.5. But to keep it safe, I will go Kirk Scruble 6 strikeouts, and he's gonna get that. Okay, so that's one down. And remember, that game is going under. So Baltimore and Pittsburgh, no. Um, no, no. Okay, here's another good one. But let me just look before I give this out because it might be more. So that's one. That's one more. Um, Actually, guys, tomorrow looks like it's going to be a good day. And before I start, guys, I'm staying the hell away from the San Diego Padres. The Padres got Dylan Cease going tomorrow, and he's a good pitcher. But he's going against Spencer Schwellenbuck back, who's 3-3, 3.52 ERA and 49 strikeouts. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not trusting San Diego right through here on the road because they've been taking it, and they've been taking it hard. So we already gave you one. So now we're gonna go with the second, one of my second games. San Francisco versus the Washington Nationals. We got Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray is 6-0, ERA 2.67, a low ERA. Awesome. Against Michael Secor, his ERA is 5.95. It's high. This dude gonna give up a lot of hits tomorrow. Robbie Ray's got like 62 strikeouts. I'm gonna take San Francisco on the money line, and I'll take Robbie Ray 3 strikeouts. Well, well, sometimes, dude, sometimes I make stupid calls. But yeah. For the most part, I appreciate that. Thank you. I do. Um, let's see, where are we? So I gave you San Francisco versus the Nats. I'm gonna take Robbie Ray 4 strikeouts. I think I might do 5 with Robbie. Hold on, let me just double check on this. Go 4. Go 4. Because his last 3 games, 7, 9, and 5. Just to be safe, I will go for 4 strikeouts. We want to get this money in our pocket just to have fun. To spend some good money. $200, $500. Last week, Erica, I gave these guys a parlay, and it hit. It was a $500 parlay, and it hit. Let's see, where do we go? So we got 2. I got to give you one more, and let's see. All right, I know where I'm going with this one. Um, watch this. Watch this, guys. You've got because you kind of got like two more, right? So you got Kansas City versus Minnesota. Minnesota's got Chris Bubik or Bubik. He's 5-2, low ERA 1.47, 61 strikeouts. Bailey Ober 4-1, 3.72 ERA and 40 strikeouts. Now Ober is the one where Vegas screwed me over on last week. Remember, Minnesota was playing. I forgot who they were playing. And Minnesota, Cleveland, and Minnesota was winning by 1 point at the end of 4 innings. So normally, when you in baseball, if it starts raining and lightning or snowing, and you haven't went past the fifth inning, the game is not official. Well, what they did, they didn't postpone it, they just suspended it. So I'm like, that's bullshit because now you know damn well the next day, because and Ober had 3 strikeouts. I had him for 4. Well, the next day, they're not going to put him on the mound because that messes up your pitching rotation. So I think it rained out 2 days. So when the second day rained out, I was like, I'm screwed. That was for 1,300, and I only managed to get a $400 win because I had Minnesota in another game. But yeah, be careful with those rainouts and official games and all of that crap. I would take. I'm gonna take Kansas City on the money line, and I'm gonna take Chris Bubek to throw about 4 to 5 strikeouts. Let's see what his record is. 5 strikeouts last week, 9 strikeouts, and 7. Go 5 or 4. I would go 4, right? I would go 4. Go for 4 strikeouts. Uh, I'm also thinking about going for a Nerfy in that game, but I'm going to hold off. All right, so that's number 3, right? But hold on to that, Erica. I'm going to say the Royals and Minnesota game is like the last, my, just put that off. I mean, don't add that with my top 3. We'll say Kansas City and Minnesota 4. That's the fourth best game. Let's find number 3. Now, I like the matchup with the White Sox and the Rangers. Texas has Pat Corbin, a lefty, 3-3. ERA 3.59. Low ERA, 32 strikeouts. Chicago's got Davis Martin going 2-5. ERA 3.49 and 36 strikeouts. I'm gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it, but God damn it, I'm gonna do it. Take the White Sox on the money line. Take the White Sox on the money line. They hot, and I just feel that. Right? So that's that third game that I like. Um let's do something else. Now write this down, Erica, because with that with the Royals versus the Twins, you can still pimp that game out. You can just probably pick both of the pitchers. Don't look for a winner, right? But you just go player props. Because remember, we're just trying to build money. And right away, without me even looking at their past results, I'm gonna go 3 strikeouts for Bobic and 3 for Ober. And Bubik had what 5, 9, and 7 strikeouts the last week, and Uber had 3. But remember, they cut that game short after 4 innings because he was rocking and rolling until it rained out. So Ober had like 3. He would have got probably 6 that game. Um, he's 4-1, 3.72. You know what? This guy. You know what? His last game, he had three, right? Well, because he got rained out. The one before that, he had three with Baltimore. And then he played Baltimore again, and he had six strikeouts. You know what? Don't mess with this guy. Yeah, stay up. Yeah, do not put him in your player props because I think he might. I'll probably put him down for two, but FanDuel doesn't give it out. The only ones that I know of is like Fanatics. So to salvage something from this game, because you don't want to walk away with nothing, just look at it and say Chris Bubik, three strikeouts. There you go. Um, the Mariners at Houston. Luis Castillo, 4-3, 3.20, 44 strikeouts against Houston. Colton Gordon. I'm taking the Mariners on the money line for that one. And I told you about the White Sox and the Rangers. I'm going to take the White Sox. I mean, so pick something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you think it'll go over? Which game? Which game do I think will go over? Um, the only game that I'm pretty sure will go over tomorrow is the Yankees versus the Rockies. I mean, when I say these guys blow, I mean they blow. And Antonio, so how do you pronounce that? Since Stanstella, he's 1-8, won only one game. He lost 8. This is a guy that's taking a beating, guys. He's taking a beating. ERA 6.34, 25 strikeouts. The Yankees are going to have Will Warren on the mound, 3-2, 4.05. It doesn't even matter. He's got 60 strikeouts. It still doesn't matter. You know why? Because it's the Yankees. So take the Yankees on the run line again. Will Warren, I don't know this guy like that, right? Oh, shit. So, okay. This guy, Will Warren, his last 3 games, he had 10 strikeouts against Texas. He had 9 strikeouts against Seattle. And he had 7 strikeouts against the A's. Take this guy. If they give you the over-under, if they give you the over 6.5, take it. Jump on it. But if you just want to go with the alternate strikeouts, go 5. Again, we're not trying to break the bank. We just put money in our pocket. And Erica's trying to get that money. Erica, you will get it tomorrow. Just don't. So, again, and I'll reiterate. Okay, so I'll just run through the rest of these. The Marlins at the Angels. Edward Cabrera for the Marlins. He's 0-1. ERA 5.5. ERA 33 strikeouts. Kyle Hendricks 2-5, 5.32 ERA and 28 strikeouts. I'm gonna take the points, but let me find out and see who's favored in that game, right? Okay, so the Angels are favored. I'll take the Marlins in the points. I'll take the Marlins plus 1.5. And you put that together, you got the Marlins winning, you've got the Chicago White Sox winning. Now, if you want to maximize your money and you just want to gamble, take the Marlins on the money line. If you take the Marlins on the money line along with the White Sox on the money line, and I'm probably gonna do that, and they both win, which they are very capable of doing, your payout will be awesome, right? So, with that being said, I would take Miami on the money line, or you can go and take the Miami Marlins with the points. Keep it in mind, the Angels is pretty feisty, but not in this one. I like Miami on this one. So yeah. That's what I'm looking at right there. So, um, actually, well, I ain't that smart, dude. Trust me. Well, yeah, I'm not. I'm not the sharpest tool, but I try though, right? So we got the Marlins. I'm taking the Marlins on the money line or on the run line. You can take that one to the bank. The Dodgers against the Mets. I am sick and tired of the Dodgers, right? Because every time I pick them, they lose. So I've been fading the Dodgers. Half the time, I don't even talk about them. But right now, they've got Knack going tomorrow. He's 2-1, 6.17 ERA, and 23 strikeouts. The Mets gonna have Senga. He's 4-3, 1.43 ERA, and 47 strikeouts. On paper, ERA, I'm going to take the Mets on the money line. Let me see who's favored in that game. It can't be the Dodgers because his ERA is too freaking high. Yeah. Oh, wait. Where did we go? Yeah, the Mets is favored. Take the Mets on the money line. Yeah, take the Mets on the money line. And San Diego tomorrow, fade them. Fade these son of a guns. I don't care that Dalen Cease is on the mound. I do not care. I just don't. I've been told. Okay, yeah, man. Go with it. I mean, go with it. When it comes to baseball, okay. Yeah. I mean, I can help you out as much as possible, right? Except for when they start swinging the bat. But pretty much, just looking at some games and some of these matchups. Oh, now here's a good one tomorrow too. But I don't. We might can salvage a nerfy out of this Diamondback St. Louis game because Diamondbacks have Brandon Platt. He's 7-3, 3.81 ERA, 44 strikeouts. St. Louis has Sonny Gray, 5-1. You know, guys, I love Sonny Gray. He's the man. He beat the crap out of my Tigers, but whatever. I did pick him. Sonny Gray, the finesse pitcher. He is 5-1, 4.02, 61 strikeouts. I wouldn't even worry about picking a winner on this game, guys. And Eric, I hope you're here because you can probably put this down and build another parlay. But in this Diamondback Cardinal game, definitely go. I'm taking the under, right? And I'm taking Sonny Gray to get 4 strikeouts. Let me look and see. Hold on. So, Erica, I mean, I hope you're still there and I hope you're listening because you can, I mean, okay, so who is this? Sonny Gray. Okay, so Sonny Gray, last game against the Tigers, 10 strikeouts. If you can strike the Tigers out 10 times in one game, that's awesome because the Tigers got some big bats. He had 4 against Philadelphia and 8 against the Pirates. So Sonny Gray is going to produce. The Platt guy for the Diamondbacks, dude is no slouch either. So I'm definitely looking at taking a nerfy, right? But you know what? Let's stay away from the nerfy because it's too volatile, and we got a good day tomorrow, and I don't want to fuck it up just being greedy. You know what I mean? I'm going to take Brandon Plant to throw. Let's see. Hold on. Come on, dude. All right. There we go. Stay away from Brandon Plant. His last game against the Dodgers, no strikeouts at all. He walked one batter. He gave up 3 runs and 3 hits. He went 6 innings. That's not bad. Week after that, he went 4 innings, gave up 6 hits and 4 runs. Yeah, well, look at it this way. Put down that will Arizona score in the first inning? And you want to say no. They're not going to score in the first inning. Put it that way. Now, do we want to go and say St. Louis won't score either? Nope, don't do that. Because St. Louis is probably going to jump all over this guy in the first inning. His ERA is high. Yeah, his ERA is high. Hold on, let me get to these messages. I'm sorry, guys, I get going. Erica, I'm here. So he posted pics the day before because most games start at 7. Yeah. I'm back here in Cali. Are you in Detroit or are you just on the East Coast somewhere? I usually got a big base in Detroit. But I'm telling you, just because you see a game and you don't really know too much about it, don't shy away from it. You can walk away with something. Oh, you're in Philadelphia. Ha. The Broad Street Bullies. Philadelphia is no joke. No joke. So I went to see the Lions play there one time. Thank you. I went to see the Lions play there one time. This was at the Vet. Nobody told. It was me and Carl. And Carl, I gotta call you, dude. I'm sorry. I've been busy. But me and Carl went, and we had to leave at halftime because they was getting ready to beat the piss out of us. Love Philly, though. Love Philly. So, yeah, you told her right. I gave her the picks for the next day. Yeah. Antonio told you right. So, yeah. Let's see. Hold on. What the hell? You know what, Antonio? You know what's funny? My mother actually thought that you were the basketball player, Antonio Davis. I think he used to play with the Pacers. Is that him? I think so. But she thought that was no. It could be, but she was like, "No, that's the basketball player." And I'm like, "Ma, how do you know that?" So whatever. I'm not gonna tell my mother she didn't know what she was talking about, but she could be right. I don't know. But one of the things that I'm looking at, guys, is that you just want to stay away from shitty games. The games that's going to cause you nothing but heartache. And Milwaukee versus Pittsburgh, headache, right? I'm not dealing with that. I'm just not. Baltimore, Boston. But you know what? But no, I'm still not dealing with it. I know I gave you guys the picks on it. And I don't know who I took on that game. Did I take Boston because I'm fading Baltimore. But if it's up to me, will I play that game? Am I rushing to the window? Hell no, right? If I'm going back and forth and kind of, I'll give you my prediction of what I think. But if I'm going back and forth, just know it's probably a good chance I'm not going to pick in that game. Now, Erica, here's another one where you don't want to walk away with nothing. You can just salvage something because you want to pimp these guys out. So if you go over to the Blue Jays versus the Rays, we got Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett is the ace over there with the Toronto Blue Jays, right? The last game he threw 6 strikeouts. He played Tampa, he had 6 strikeouts. He played the Dodgers, he had 6 strikeouts. So this guy is consistent, and I'm willing to say you can go 3 strikeouts, you can go 4 strikeouts with him, walk away, right? And now you've got something. You're not walking away with anything. So when you add all of this up, your ticket looks good. I'm gonna mess around because I pulled up FanDuel. Let me see what a good ticket looks like on FanDuel. What I just picked. Just keep this 100 because we got to get this money, man. That's what we got to do. We got to get this money. Yeah, that was funny, man. She's like, that's Antonio Davis. I'm like, Ma, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, it's the old bird, man. Who knows? I don't know. If I'm listening, if she's listening today, I'm screwed. All right, so for tomorrow, so we're gonna take the Miami Marlins, and I said take the points, right? If you want to, you can go money line. I'm gonna take the money line with the Marlins. But I think the best bet is probably the points. But let's try it out. I'm going to take the Miami Marlins on the money line. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's keep it safe. I'm going to take Miami Marlins plus the points. They're going to play the Angels. That's going to be a good game, right? So, but that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take the Tigers take the Tigers money line. I'm going to also take the under, right? Let me go in here and see if they got the pitching props. And they do not. Pieces of crap. All right. So we've got the Tigers money line and we've got the under. Baltimore, Boston, we do not care. Milwaukee Brewers versus the Pirates. We don't care about that either. San Francisco versus the Nats. We're going to take the Giants on the money line. And we're going to look and see if we can get pitcher props on this one. Nope. The FanDuel likes to hold out, but whatever. Let me see if Toronto's got any pitching props. Nothing. Fucking FanDuel. We're going to take Chicago on the money line. Right? Because that's the one I said I'm going all out for. You can take the points, whatever, but I'm going to say money line. And I'm going to give it back to you with them taking the points. Seattle and Houston, I don't care. Kansas City and the Twins, I just said pimp these guys out and take the pitching props, but I don't see it. But yeah, I would go with Kansas City, but you know, these two guys scare me because Ober is awesome, and so is Bubik. I know I said Bubik in Kansas City on the money line for tomorrow, but let's just say we take the Kansas City Royals on the money line. Let's do that. All right. So now we've got a all right, here we go. $25. Let's say $25 we put on this. If we put $25 on this ticket is a winning. Give us $801.44. $801.44. That's what Chicago on the money line. If we turn the chicken shit, right, like how I always do, and we say, you know what, I am going to take, son of a bitch, where are you? Okay, here we go. And we decide, look, I'm going to switch it up. And I'm going to take the White Sox with the points on the run line. So now your ticket goes down to $650. $19. All right. Now let's go up and see the Marlins. Because we've got the Marlins with the points, plus 1.5. We're taking the points. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. On a separate ticket, I'm going to take this and I'm going to tell Vegas to go F off, right? And I'm going to take the Marlins on the money line and I'm going to go take um, the Chicago White Sox on the money line. And we're going to put $25 on this one now. $1,184.79. God damn, bro. Pimp this shit out. Hell yeah. So, I mean, I like that. I mean, because you don't have to pick it one way, right? And like I always tell people, you always want to be mindful when you're betting on these games and you're going back and forth, right? You always want to make sure if you take um let's say for example, who are they playing tomorrow? Let's see. Okay. Let's say we take the Marlins in one parlay and we got the Marlins plus 1.5, right? So the next parlay we take and you're not for sure and you think the Angels may win, you want to take the Angels on the money line. Now that's being mindful. Why? Because let's just say that the Miami Marlins don't win, but they cover. I mean, the Angels don't cover the 1.5. The Angels win, let's say. The Angels win that game 6-5. So then that means Miami's gonna cover. So they're gonna still win, even though they lost. You still win. Now you got the Angels on that other parlay as on the money line, so they could win, and your other team could win. So you want to keep it even. And I'll say it again: you take the L.A. Angels on the money line, right? Because they're favorite. So you want to take the L.A. Angels on the money line. I'm not saying do this, but this is like if you trying to be mindful of whatnot. Angels money line, right? And let's just say they win 6-5. So then that means in that other parlay, the Angels didn't win. The Marlins won it because you picked the Marlins in the points, right? So you got two winners. So if you just take, I'm gonna take the Marlins money line, and another game, I'm gonna take the Los Angeles Angels money line. Now you screwing yourself because now you only guaranteed to win one parlay. You increase your chances of winning both of those parlays by saying the favorite LA Angels money line, straight up win. And then on the other one, we go Miami in the points plus 1.5. So the Angels won 6-5. They still win. They didn't cover, but they won. And then we go over here with the Miami Marlins. It might leave a bad taste in their mouth because they lost, but they only lost by one. So you win. You get two parlays. So always be mindful of stuff like that. You want to keep it 100, and you want to try to maximize your dollars and try to keep as much money in your pocket as possible, or give yourself the best chance at winning. Because yeah, winning one parlay is cool, but you want to win every last single parlay you put in, right? That's the way I see it. All right, let me get caught up on the reading. I can't lie. Get it? Why can? Because he's going to have a lot of people happy. I hope so, man. I've been doing good lately. Oh, well, good. But look, if you play each game combined itself, you will win more. Yeah, you're right. Because my son does that. He'll play one game, and let's see. I'm gonna play the picks, not the props. I'm gonna do separate. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, Erica, he's telling you, right? What you always want to do is when it comes to baseball, and hell, that for that fact of the matter, even football, you do your homework. Baseball, you have to do your homework even more because there's so many different ways you can get fucked over. Excuse my language. You can get fucked over playing baseball. So all you want to do is look at the ERAs. If the pitchers got high ERAs, they records and stuff like that, and you good. Got to work soon. What days and times? I come on every day at 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time zone. Philly. Hey, is the Man Theater still open in Philly? But every day I come on at 7:30 live every day, and I like to do this because when you do videos and somebody want to ask you a question, you can't talk to them. So I like to do this because I like to kind of like interact and talk with you guys. But for the most part, Erica, I mean, also too remember it. Oh, yes, yes. Also too remember this. When you're losing, right? Man, these sport books don't care. They ain't gonna say nothing to you. Hell, they're gonna roll a red carpet out for you. But start winning and see what happens. They'll start watching your ass. They really will. So, I mean, if you do anything or you go out of town and you might not be in the state, they'll bust your ass real quick. Davis, where you at? Are you in Michigan, Detroit? Or are you somewhere east? Yeah, that's funny, man. My mom thought you was because I was wondering at first, I said, what the hell is she talking about? Why is she showing me this guy's picture? Just a typical guy, right? And I didn't catch on until today. So I was just like, oh, whatever. So yeah, there you have it. Oh, you in Miami. Ooh. Is the Rolex still open down there? Club Rolex. Let's see. Take the Pacers over tomorrow. A lock. Okay. I got you on that one, Erica. I'm gonna do that. I will. God damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one. You like that, huh? Well, I'm gonna lock that one in. That's good information. Because when it, yep. Oh, the Rolex. Hell yeah. So we are going to make this money. Are we gonna? Oh, let me check something else. I want to check this out really quickly, guys. Let's see what we got here. So right now, guys, I got a ticket that I probably will win $300 on. Yeah, and Michael King was the pitcher, and they just voided that out, right? So this ticket here, it went under 7.5, Seattle, and I said that I took Brian Wu and Valdez 4-4. I took the Yankees on the run line. I took Max Fry 4+ strikeouts. San Diego and Atlanta. I got that game going under. Grant Holmes 3 strikeouts. Michael King, they voided that out. The next game I got Philadelphia on the money line, and I've got Christopher Sanchez for 3 strikeouts. And I took the Chicago White Sox plus 1.5. And I'm gonna post that on the video after I get off with off the phone with you. So the only game that I'm waiting on is the Philadelphia game, and I took. What do you mean? What, okay, I took the Toronto Blue Jays in Tampa. I took the under. Did I? Whatever. I didn't know I did that. So, I this probably might be a winning ticket. $366, right? Because I only put 10 on it. So I got a winner right here, I think. Um, Hopefully Toronto and Tampa don't go over. If they, because right now they're in the bottom of the seventh, the Rays 3, Toronto Blue Jays 1, Chicago White Sox already won, and I should have took Chicago money line like I said, but I didn't. But I've got a winning ticket here for $300.66. The only thing I'm waiting on is, oh shucks, Philadelphia. This is not going to be a cakewalk for Philadelphia. The A's are pretty good, so if the A's win, I'm screwed. But if Philadelphia comes through with their Chris Sanchez, then I'm good. I got Chris Sanchez to throw 3 strikeouts. So it's 3 things I'm missing. The Phillies to win on the money line, Christopher Sanchez to throw 3 strikeouts, and the Blue Jays and Tampa to continue to stay under 9. That happens, I win $366. And that's what I do. I'm going to post it, send a video so you guys can see it. I'm not going to lie. I'm just here to so you guys can get some of that money, right? You get the money, you have fun. You know what I'm saying? You can pay your moms off if you owe her, right? You want to take Boquisha out for pizza day 1. You'll probably have enough to take Kilolo out on the next day. So you want to keep it 100 with me, and I want to keep it 100 with you so we can get this money and we can get it going on. So right now, guys, this looks good. Can I got to get one of those screen shares going on so I can show you guys what I'm looking at and whatnot. But since I don't know how to do that yet, I'm going to send you guys this ticket on a video right after this, after I'm done. Just try like 4 of them and then put the rest together. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm telling you, Erica, you're in Philadelphia. You right there. Because, the Phillies has, to me, one of the best bullpens, pitching staffs in baseball right about now. You guys can go weeks without losing, man, with the type of pitchers you guys have over there. Philadelphia is damn good. Yep, and you said Sanchez is good. Should be a lock. Yes, absolutely. What we got for tomorrow? Okay, I'll read it to you. For tomorrow, let me get back at it. Hold on, let's see. I hope so, man. I hope so because it always works one or two ways. Because one time I went to sleep and my whole damn team was losing, and I think I had some guy from maybe the Mavericks to score 10, and it was at halftime, and he had 0 points. I'm pissed off. I went to sleep. I woke back up. God damn it, I won. And I'm like, this dude went on. He went nuts in the second half. So yeah, it does. It goes both ways. All right, I'm gonna go over these games for you again. So you're late coming in, so let's do it. Hold on. Withdraw? No, I want to log out. Yeah, man, I won today. Holy crap. Well, like you said, Sanchez is a lot. I hope so. And that's what I do. So one of the mistakes I used to make, I used to go out and trying to hit big every single game. You gotta know your days. What's a good day? What's a bad day? When you go out on a bad day and you're trying to push it, I don't care how you push it, you're not gonna do anything. And so what I usually do is hold on, let's see what Yeah, yeah. I'll give it to him again. Let's see. God damn it, where did I do? Okay, because this is gonna be quick. So Erica asked me for my three best, but I gave her like four because you can always salvage something from a game, like a strikeout. I don't I don't mess with players getting hits because that's kind of freaky because they kind of go off and on. And like I said on the other show, if you messing with hits for a player to get a hit, it would be what's the guy's name? Judge with the Yankees. He's got the highest batting average in the league, and he's got the most hits. So if there's anybody you want to bet on getting hits, it's Judge for New York. All right, so let's get to this thing for tomorrow, the 25th. So we're gonna take the Tigers on the money line. We're gonna take the under with Turk Scruble, right? The under, and we're gonna take Kurt Skubal to throw what, six strikeouts, or if you go to over under and they give you 6.5 and over, you want to take that. Hell, I'll even take 7.5 over. But just to be safe, you can take Kurt Skubal six strikeouts or five strikeouts and just be done with it. All right. You know what? Take Kurt Skubal five strikeouts. Save that. Say them other ones if you want to do another one. I would take him five on the first one. The next one, San Francisco versus the Washington Nationals. I'm taking the San Francisco Giants on the money line. No, San Francisco on the run line. You can do the run line. You can do the money line. But they Robbie Ray is pretty good. He's 6-0, 2.6 ERA, 62 strikeouts. I'm gonna go 3 to 4 strikeouts for Robbie Ray. No, more or less 4 to 5. So let's say five, right? Because his last, no, let's say four. His last strike, and I like to stay under, right? Because I want to get this money. So his last game against Kansas City, he has 7 strikeouts. Arizona, 9 strikeouts. The Cubbies, 5 strikeouts. Go 4, go 5. Don't go 6 because you're kind of pushing it. Can he get it? Maybe. All right. So, yeah, we're going to take the San Francisco Giants and we're going to take Robbie Ray on with the player props, 3 strikeouts or 4, whatever. Baltimore, Boston, I don't like that game. Yeah, I just don't. The Blue Jays and the Tampa Rays, I don't like how Toronto's been messing around, but I can salvage something out of this game. Chris Bassett with Toronto, he's 4-2, 2.83 ERA and 61 strikeouts. His last 7 games, his last 3 games, 6 strikeouts against San Diego. That ain't hard. Not lately. 6 against Tampa and 6 against LA. So this dude is averaging 6 strikeouts. Take 4, have a nice day, right? That's what I'm doing because you can salvage that out of this game. You ain't got to try to figure out who's going to win. All right, so we got the player props with Chris Bassett on this one. The Cubs versus Cincinnati, I don't like that game. Yeah, I don't like that game. When I don't like a game, I'm not even going to mess with a player prop. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I've learned from that. If you don't get that feeling, just keep it moving. The Royals versus the Twins. Now is the run I originally said that I liked, and I said take the Kansas City Royals on the money line, and you got Chris Bubbick, put him down for 4 strikeouts. But you got Bailey Ober, who's 4-1, 3.72 ERA, and 40 strikeouts. I don't. I'm gonna change that, guys, and because I originally said take the Royals on the money line. I'll just take the under in this game. We ain't gonna try to complicate it. Ron, why do you say take the under? Because Chris Bubbick is awesome. The dude is sweet. He's 5-2. His ERA is low as hell. It's 1.47, And he's got the fire to go with it with 61 strikeouts. It sounds like that's going to be an under game. We got Bailey Ober. I love this guy too. Minnesota's. And see, that's the reason why I kind of backtrack, because Minnesota has come on now. Because like at one point, Minnesota was under 500. Now these jokers is like 7 games over 500 now, so they're doing damn good. Bailey Ober, I swear by him, right? He's 4-1, 3.72 ERA, 40 strikeouts. I'm gonna say take the under in this game. Bailey Ober. If you're going Fanatics, take him for 2. I don't want you to press it, right? So on that Kansas City game, I'm taking the under. I'm taking Chris Bubbick, 4 strikeouts. And that's it. I'm going to be done with that one. Seattle and Houston, I don't care. But the pitching matchup, and I just seen this, the pitching matchup favors Seattle, right? But I'm trying to win, but you know what? If you do a second parlay, you might want to add this in, but don't put it on the first one. Take Seattle on the money line, because this guy Colton Gordon, he's hasn't won a game. His ERA is 5.59, 10 strikeouts. Let me look what see what he looks like. The Seattle game, you do a second one, you can put Seattle in there and see if you can get some. This is like gravy on top. So his last 2 games, he struck Tampa out 7 times, and then the next game after that, he struck Kansas City out 3 times. He gave up how many hits? He gave up 7 hits and 3 runs against Tampa. He gave up 7 runs. No, he gave up 3 runs and 7 hits against Kansas City, and he gave up 3 runs against Tampa. He gave 3 hits. No, 5 hits and 3 runs. I don't know, man. I think this guy's gonna get shelled tomorrow. Keep this for your second parlay. If you want to add this one into this one I'm giving you, have at it. I wouldn't do it. I would save this for the second parlay. You don't want to mess up a good one. I'm taking the White Sox on the money line. Like for you guys that are just coming on right now, I got a parlay that I'm just waiting on Philadelphia to win. And the reason I put $10 on it, I'm getting 300. And the biggest reason is because the White Sox won, and I picked them to win yesterday. I'm gonna pick them again today. I'm gonna pick them again to win tomorrow, because the pitching matchups are pretty much even with Davis and Martin, and you can't get a White Sox this much because they'll beat you. Last year you can give them this much, and they still couldn't touch you. Not this year, dude. The White Sox is playing ball, and I love them. So I'm going to take the White Sox. You know what? Let's keep some money in our pocket. Just go White Sox on the take the points, and we'll keep them on the spread. Right? The Diamondbacks in St. Louis. That game you can salvage Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray is 5-1. ERA 4.02, 61 strikeouts. I'm gonna put Sonny Gray down for 4 strikeouts, because his last 3, he struck out 10 people against the Tigers, 4 against Philadelphia, and he struck out 8 against Pittsburgh. That's impressive. Red Sox down 1-0. I'm any chance I'm getting, I'm fading Boston. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm fading Boston. Boston could be playing St. Mary's of the Blind. I'm fading Boston. The only time I won't fade them is when they've got Eric Crochet pitching. So now that's an exception, right? And we know Eric Crochet, the dude is good. He's on that level. Eric Crochet is like on that level, like a Paul Skeens or like a Screwball. He's kind of like on that. All right. So what did we get? We're just taking pictures out of it. We just took Sonny Gray. The Yankees, We're gonna fade the Rockies again. Take the Yankees on the run line. Warren, I don't. If they give you 7.5 strikeouts over, I would take 7.5 because here's this guy's record. Against Texas, he had 10 strikeouts. Seattle, he had 9 strikeouts. The Athletics, he had 7 strikeouts. So this dude is like kind of like money in the bank. Shit. Like my battery's getting ready to go to holy fuck, but it didn't cut off. Yeah, I would take where am I at? Yeah, yeah. Take Warren to throw at least 6 strikeouts, right? And let me look at my battery. God damn it. What the fuck? I didn't know that my battery was low like that. And where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Okay. We're taking the Yankees and we're taking Warren, 7 strikeouts, right? Okay. Boom. No, 6. Or the over under 7.5. Philly has Jesus Lazario. And I forgot. I went past this one, didn't call it. I'm gonna take the Phillies because they got Jesus pitching tomorrow. 5-0, 1.95 ERA, 67 strikeouts. The A's have uh, some guy. He's 1-2, 5.06 ERA and 20 strikeouts. Do we take him lightly? No, but you guys got to understand, you got the Dodgers, you got the Yankees, and then you have the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia has got a great, yeah, what is this? Yankees, yeah. OKC getting smacked. Yeah. St. Mary's of the Blind, man. I'm still fading. Who is that? Colorado. And Boston. I mean, the only time I don't fade Boston is when Boston has Eric Crochet on the mound. Yeah, take you damn right. Take the T Wolves on the money line. Hold on, guys. My phone look like it's getting ready to go die out. I got to get my charger. All right, guys, I am back. So we're gonna get this going because tomorrow should be a good day. Um, and one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to overcomplicate it by picking games trying to guess. Like I said, trying to be Nostradamus. And when you try to be Nostradamus, you always tend to be Nostradamus, right? So yeah. We're gonna get it like that. So, um, you like that Brewers game? No runs first inning. Yeah, for tomorrow. Oh, let me look and see Brewers. Um, no, not really. Well, because if anything, the Brewers may score, but the Pirates probably won't. So with something like that, the Brewers, with something like that, if you can go to Fanatics, and Fanatics will split it in half. You can say, will Milwaukee score in the first inning? And you just leave it alone. You just walk right past it. Or you can just say yes, right? But I just ignore it and just walk right past it. You don't want to say yes. You don't say anything. But when you get to Pittsburgh, will Pittsburgh score in the first inning? Hell no. So you can take half of a nerfy like that. That's what I would do because the chances of the Brewers scoring tomorrow is great. Well, it's not great. It's good. Bailey Falter, he's what? 3-3, 3.50. He's a lefty. I mean, you can, but you don't want to overcomplicate stuff where you have to kind of like guess. That game like that'll scare me because guess what? Them dudes might get a nerfy, they may not. So I'll be damned if I let these two teams fuck up my parlay. I ain't doing it. You want to keep that money in your pocket and you want to try, you know, to get the best available, if you know what I mean. But if you want to do it, do it. I wouldn't. I'll say I wouldn't even say that for a second because them nerfies, man, that shit hurts when you lose. You know what I'm talking about. That hurts. And I don't. Tomorrow, for me, tomorrow is a good day. And I'd be damned if I'm going to let the Brewers or the Pirates fuck it up. Because they will do that. Um, will the Brewers win? Yeah, yeah. Okay, now Kansas City, yes. That's why I took Kansas City under. I took the under on the Kansas City game, too. So, yeah, if you want to go to the Nerfy, be my guest. I'm not because I'm trying to get money. So I don't like if I'm in like so if I do a second game, then yeah, I'll probably take the nerfy on that. But hell, I'm so greedy, man. I'm not. I don't know. I'm trying to get money. So it depends on what you're trying to do. I'm trying to get this money, man. So yesterday I got fucked over with those nerfies. So yeah. Hey guys, it's been great. I'll be back on here tomorrow. Um, I can I either come back on tonight or I'll just make a video and show you guys. Well, we'll wait and see what happens with these games. And if I win the $300, I will put a video on. You prefer me to put a video on or come back and talk to you guys about it? Because I don't have that screen share thing. So it might be best I'll just put a video out and you guys can look at it. How does that sound? All right, you guys are the best. Let's keep this going. Let's keep making that money. Also, too, hold on. Yeah, you still fake Boston. Man, Crochet is my guy. I gotta I swear by Crochet. I don't. Yeah, 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 yeah. The Kansas City game. Yeah, that's what I would do. Kansas City. Yeah, you definitely want to take the under too, though. You definitely want to take the under on that game. Yeah, yeah. I like Crochet for Boston. I like Duran, but or Dorn, how to pronounce it. But basically in baseball, man, you just can't get too far with two people. It only take you so far. All right, guys, look for that video tonight. If I win, let me see. Yeah, I took Philadelphia. I like them. I took them. So I got like a $300 parlay going. And what did it say on there? Oh, I logged out. I got the over for Sanchez, three strike. No, I got Sanchez throwing three strikeouts. And I've got, let me pull it up. No guess on this shit. Let's pull this shit up. Yep, I gotta take Philly tonight, man. Philadelphia's just got a pitching staff, man. I mean, I don't know. Actually, man, actually they get a. I think they probably got a better pitching staff than the Yankees. I'm gonna look. The Yankees is not bad, but Philly is like every day. Now they definitely got the Dodgers beat because the Dodgers right now kind of blow. But they'll still be there. But as far as pitching staffs, I like Philadelphia and I like the Yankees. So where am I at? Let's go to bets. All right. I wagered $10.16 because I'm a cheapo. And the first game I took was Seattle Mariners in Houston, and I got the under. Now, if I would have took the Nerfy, I would have got fucked because Houston scored 2 times in the first inning. They didn't score anything else. So I took the under 7.5. I took Brian Wu 4 strikeouts. I took Valdez 4 strikeouts, and then they both they both had 5 strikeouts. So that you see what I mean when I say I try to stay under, right? And then the Yankees run line, Max Fried 4 strikeouts. Okay, it's official. Um, where am I at? San Diego versus Atlanta. I got that correct. I took under 9. Grant Holmes had 3 strikeouts. Michael King, and I was right, was scheduled to pitch. Something happened. They voided it out. Good. And in the 9th inning, let's see what's going on. I took the under for Tampa Blue Jays, Toronto versus the Tampa Bay Rays. So right now they got a total of 4 points, combined points, and they are in the 9th inning. What is this? 1 on, 2 out. This game is over with. So I'm gonna get the under 9 on this one too. And I took the White Sox plus the points. They won. I put $10 on this. So if Philadelphia wins money line, and Christopher Sanchez throws 3 strikeouts, $300.66. Now now you see what I'm talking about. With that, I can take Boquisha out with that, but I might be able to squeeze Kilolo in too on the next day. But if you owe your mother some money, then Kilolo ain't getting shit. Or wait, you can take her to White Castles or Crystals. Do they have Crystals where you guys are at? That's like a southern, like White Castles. Yeah. But yeah, $300 is on the line for me. Well, not 300. I only wagered 10, but Philadelphia's got to win, and Sanchez got to do 3 strikeouts. And this is what I give you. I give you guys these picks like this. So when I win, I know that if anybody listening pick whatever I pick, they win too. Like last week, the $500 ticket. Now, what you want to put on it, it's up to you. All right. One love, peace. I'll see you guys maybe later on tonight in a video. I probably might do both. All right. Hey guys, keep it 100. All right, peace out.